All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning, I am Saira Mujtaba. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to hold talks with his Japanese counterpart Fumio Kishida in New Delhi today. Civil 20 inception meeting under India's G20 presidency to begin today in Nagpur. Switzerland's biggest bank, UBS, agrees to take over troubled Credit Suisse in emergency rescue deal. Asia's largest Tulip Garden opens for public at Srinagar in Jammu and Kashmir. Government to start 1,000 Khelo India Centres across the country by August 15 this year. In sports, ISSF World Cup Shooting Championship to begin today at Bhopal in Madhya Pradesh, and 4th Asian Kho Kho Championship for men and women starts today in Baksa district of Assam. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister of Japan, Fumio Kishida, will arrive in New Delhi this morning on a 2-day visit to India. Later today, he is scheduled to hold talks with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. During the meeting, both sides will discuss bilateral and regional issues of mutual interest. They will also discuss their priorities for their respective presidencies of the G7 and G20. The visiting dignitary will give the 41st Sapru House lecture in the afternoon. India-Japan relations were elevated to Special Strategic and Global Partnership in 2014. India-Japan partnership encompasses a wide range of areas ranging from defense and security, trade and investment, science and technology, education and healthcare. A report.
Defense and security cooperation has emerged as one of the most important pillars of the India-Japan Special Strategic and Global Partnership. It is an important factor in ensuring peace and stability in the Indo-Pacific region. Both countries are also making steady progress under the Defense Equipment and Technology Agreement signed in 2015. The meeting between the two prime ministers is being held at a significant time when India and Japan are holding the presidencies of the G20 and G7. This visit gives an opportunity to cooperate and discuss on how G20 and G7 can work together on converging priorities on critical global issues including food and health security, energy transitions and economic security. Suparna Seikya, AIR News, Delhi.
Civil 20 or C20 inception meeting under India's G20 presidency will begin today in Nagpur, Maharashtra. Delegates from across the globe arrived yesterday to attend the C20 meeting. C20 is one of the engagement group working under G20 Secretariat, which provides a platform for civil society organizations and NGOs to voice their concerns and brainstorming on various issues. The 2-day meet will be inaugurated this afternoon under the chairmanship of Mata Amrita Nandamayi and in the presence of Deputy Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis. 14 different topics prepared for C20 will be discussed in this inception meeting. Union Transport Minister Nitin Gadkari will attend the valedictory function of the meeting tomorrow. The 2-day Labour 20L20 engagement group's inception meet as part of India's G20 presidency began yesterday in Amritsar, Punjab on key issues concerning the global workforce to provide direction to the G20 nations and institutions to focus on development reaching to the last person. Trade union leaders, labour studies experts and delegates from 20 nations at the Labour 20 inception meeting under India's G20 presidency are preparing to call for universalization of social security and to put women at the centre of future of work. The senior-most UK diplomat in New Delhi was summoned yesterday evening to convey India's strong protest at the actions taken by separatist and extremist elements against the Indian High Commission in London earlier in the day. The External Affairs Ministry said in a statement that an explanation was demanded for the complete absence of the British security that allowed those elements to enter the High Commission premises. She was reminded in this regard of the basic obligations of the UK government under the Vienna Convention. The External Affairs Ministry said, India finds unacceptable the indifference of the UK government to the security of Indian diplomatic premises and personnel in the UK. It said, India expects the UK government to take immediate steps to identify, arrest and prosecute each one of those involved in yesterday's incident and put in place stringent measures to prevent the recurrence of such incidents. The Swiss National Bank said that UBS would be taking over the embattled lender Credit Suisse. The announcement came after a weekend of emergency talks in Switzerland between the two banks and the country's financial regulators. The Swiss National Bank said the deal was the best way to restore the confidence of financial markets and to manage risks to the economy. Swiss President Alain Berset said that the Swiss Federal Council welcomed the takeover as it was the best solution to restore and strengthen market confidence in Credit Suisse and the Swiss financial centre. In Jammu and Kashmir, Asia's largest Tulip Garden was thrown open to the public at Srinagar yesterday. Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha attended the opening ceremony and invited people from all over the world to visit J&K and discover the mesmerizing beauty of 16 lakh tulips and enjoy the warm hospitality of the people of Jammu and Kashmir.
एशिया के सबसे बड़े ट्यूलिप गार्डन में मैं आप सभी का इस्तकबाल करता हूं और कायनात के सभी रंग फूलों के माध्यम से हमारे लिए आपके लिए तेरा है। 30 हेक्टेयर में फैले 68 वैरायटी के 16 लाख ट्यूलिप बल्ब का उत्सव। पिछले साल 3,60,000 लोग आए थे ट्यूलिप गार्डन देखने के लिए। इस गार्डन की स्थापना 2008 से लेकर अब तक का ये सबसे बड़ा आंकड़ा है और मुझे उम्मीद है कि इस साल ये संख्या और बढ़ने वाली है। मैं सभी देशवासियों का आह्वान करता हूं वो जम्मू कश्मीर जरूर आएं।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi has lauded the efforts of farmers in Haryana's Sirsa for showcasing the benefits of PM Matsya Sampada Yojana. Quoting a tweet by Sirsa MP Sunita Duggal, the Prime Minister said that this effort is a symbol of women empowerment as well. In a series of tweets, Ms. Duggal informed that the farmers of that region have started shrimp farming in 400 acres of land, which had become barren due to the increase in the level of salt water. She said most of these producers are women. The MP further added that the shrimps produced in Sirsa are being procured by buyers from Telangana and West Bengal, and it's also being exported to countries like China. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on Twitter at TIR News Alerts. Welcome back. You're listening to Morning News. The national capital is likely to witness scattered to fairly widespread moderate rainfall with thunderstorm today. The India Meteorological Department, IMD, has issued an orange alert urging people to be prepared for intense weather activities. It said gusty wind is also likely over the city. On Sunday, parts of Delhi and Gurugram recorded moderate rainfall with overcast skies and windy conditions seen across the national capital region. We spoke to IMD DG Mrityunjay Mohapatra about the orange alert in the national capital.
पास्ट 3-4 डेज में पूरे भारत वर्ष में थंडरस्टॉर्म एक्टिविटी चल रहा है और अभी का जो पूर्वानुमान है में एनहांस थंडरस्टॉर्म एक्टिविटी ईस्टर्न इंडिया और नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न इंडिया में होने वाला है। इसके साथ साथ ईस्ट इंडिया में जैसे पंजाब, हरियाणा, चंडीगढ़, दिल्ली, उत्तर प्रदेश भी कहीं कहीं वेरी लाइट रेन के साथ साथ थंडरस्टॉर्म हो सकता है और लाइटनिंग के साथ साथ कभी कभी गस्टी विंड्स 30 to 40 kmph होने का भी उम्मीद है अगले 3 दिन में।
As Mann Ki Baat program reaches its 100th episode next month, All India Radio brings you a special series with excerpts from the program.
People, voice and direct dialogue. That's your and our Mann Ki Baat. Yes, this is how our Prime Minister connects with millions of countrymen with the program Mann Ki Baat, aired on the last Sunday of every month on All India Radio. This series, which started on October 3rd, 2014, will complete its 100th episode in April 2023. There was a time when it was not easy to open a bank account. The weaker sections of society were too scared to even enter a bank. But our Prime Minister, Shri Modi, changed the entire attitude. He launched the Jan Dhan Yojana on 28th August 2014. Since then, the total number of bank accounts of the common people has crossed 4 crore 65 lakhs and their cumulative deposits stand at more than 1.75 lakh crore rupees. This is how the Prime Minister shared his views in Mann Ki Baat episode on 30th August 2015 about the monumental success of this scheme.
मैं फिर एक बार संबंधित सबको बधाई देता हूं और बैंक के अकाउंट खोलने वाले सभी गरीब से गरीब भाइयों बहनों को भी आग्रह करता हूं कि आप बैंक से नाता टूटने मत दीजिए। ये बैंक आपकी है, आपने इसको अब छोड़ना नहीं चाहिए। मैं आप तक लाया हूँ, अब उसको पकड़ के रखना आपका काम है। हमारे सबके खाते सक्रिय होने चाहिए। आप जरूर करेंगे, मुझे विश्वास है।
The special Man Ki Baat series can be heard every day in the morning and evening bulletins. In some more news, Union Youth Affairs and Sports Minister Anurag Thakur has said that 1,000 Khelo India Centres will be started across the country by August 15 this year. Talking to media persons in Nagpur, he said that 945 Khelo India Centres have already been given approval.
खेलो इंडिया सेंटर्स 1000 भारत भर में खोले जाएंगे और मैंने 6 महीने पहले कहा था कि हम 15 अगस्त 2023 तक 1000 सेंटर पूरे कर लेंगे। मुझे कहते हुए प्रसन्नता है, हमने 945 सेंटर सैंक्शन कर दिए हैं और 15 अगस्त से पहले 1000 सेंटर खोल के देश को समर्पित हम कर देंगे।
On to sports now. International Shooting Sports Federation ISSF World Cup Shooting Championship will begin today at Bhopal in Madhya Pradesh. More from our correspondent.
Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan will formally inaugurate this event on 21st March. Around 325 shooters from 33 countries and more than 75 technical officials will participate in the World Cup Shooting Championship. The championship is being organized in collaboration with the Government of Madhya Pradesh and the Rifle Federation of India. It is the 8th World Cup organized in India and the first international shooting tournament to be held outside New Delhi. Sanjeev Sharma, AIR News, Bhopal.
The 4th Asian Kho Kho Championship for men and women will begin today in Baksa district of Assam. The event will conclude on the 23rd of this month. Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma and officials of the Kho Kho Federation will take part in the inaugural program today. The event is being organized by the Kho Kho Federation of India in association with the Assam Kho Kho Association and Bodoland Territorial Region Government. The government of Assam also extended its support to the competition. Altogether, 9 countries, India, Bangladesh, South Korea, Malaysia, Nepal, Bhutan, Iran, Sri Lanka and Indonesia are participating in the competition. Over 700 players and officials will participate in the 4-day event. In IBA Women's World Boxing Championships 2023 being played in New Delhi, India's Sakshi Malik will face Kazakhstan's Urakbayeva Zahzira in 50 to 52 kilograms category at 2 p.m. today. Yesterday, Nikhat Zareen stormed into the pre-quarterfinals of the Women's World Championships in New Delhi. Nikhat blew away Algeria's Boualam Romesa to secure the pre-quarters berth in the 50-kilogram event. In our bilingual live phone-in program Public Speak at 9:30 p.m. tonight, we'll bring you a discussion on H3N2 and COVID-19 infection, preventive measures and treatment with Dr. Randeep Guleria, President AIIMS Bilaspur and former Director AIIMS Delhi. Listeners can ask questions to the expert on H3N2 and COVID-19 infection precautionary measures, symptoms, diagnosis and treatment. Listeners can seek answers from 9:30 p.m. onwards today on telephone numbers 011-2371-7106 and 011-2331-4444. You can also send your queries on WhatsApp number 928-909-4044 and post your queries on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts using hashtag AskAIR. This live program can be heard on FM Gold channel and additional frequencies. The program will also be available on our website newsonair.gov.in and on our YouTube channel News on AIR Official. And now for a look at today's newspapers, it's over to Ramya.
Thank you, Saira. Hindustan Times writes, rain, hailstorm damage wheat crop in key states. Orange alert in Delhi, rainy weather to persist all week. The Asian Age headlines, hunt for Amritpal continues, 4 aides move to Assam. And finally, the Indian Express writes, Srinagar to get mega mall, IT towers as UAE MR marks J&K's first FDI. And with that, it's back to you, Sarah.
Thanks, Ramya. Now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Modi to hold talks with his Japanese counterpart, Fumio Kishida, in New Delhi today. C20 meet under India's G20 presidency to begin today in Nagpur. Switzerland's biggest bank, UBS, agrees to take over troubled Credit Suisse in emergency rescue deal. 4th Asian Kho Kho Championship for men and women starts today in Baksa district of Assam. And ISSF World Cup Shooting Championship to begin today at Bhopal in Madhya Pradesh. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a great day.